Emmerdale has confirmed that Mackenzie Boyd will confront Dr Caitlin Todd with a chilling warning after the truth about what she did to Charity finally comes to light. Viewers will remember that Dr Caitlin Todd discovered baby Layla was not the child of Sarah and Jacob. Armed with that secret, she continued to pressure Charity, demanding more money after finding out about her ownership stake in the Woolpack. In a recent episode, Todd kissed an intoxicated Charity, but Charity immediately pushed her away before falling asleep on the sofa, believing Todd had left. After noticing the empty wine bottle, Todd stood over the unconscious Charity and mocked her, saying, "Wake up, drunk, disgusting. One too many? Bad, bad girl. You should know better than to lose control." The disturbing assault then unfolded as Todd was heard unzipping Charity's trousers. Charity suddenly woke up, realized what was happening, and desperately pleaded with Todd to stop before trying to make sense of the traumatic ordeal. Later, police officers arrived in the village to question Todd as she packed her belongings and prepared to relocate to Sheffield. During the interview, Todd denied any wrongdoing, insisting everything that happened between them had been consensual. In next week's episodes, Charity tells the police that Todd had been blackmailing her. DS Reed agrees to record a formal statement regarding the blackmail allegations, but explains that the claim will be investigated separately from the sexual assault case. The news leaves Charity devastated, fearing her confession may not make any difference. Overcome with guilt, Charity regrets coming forward, convinced she has failed to protect Sarah, and believing Todd could still avoid being held accountable for the assault. Although deeply worried, Mack watches as Charity forces herself to attend Layla's christening and pretends everything is fine. Still struggling to come to terms with everything that has been hidden from him, Mack decides to confront Todd in person. New spoilers reveal that tensions soon spiral out of control. During the christening after-party, Mack becomes overwhelmed by the lies and bottled-up emotions. In his frustration, he tries to provoke Kev into a fight. Kev refuses to respond with violence and instead encourages Mack to explain what is really bothering him. Caught up in the moment, Mack blurts out that Charity had been unfaithful. Kev then advises him to get revenge on the people who have hurt his family, but to do it wisely. Determined to face Todd himself, Mack travels to her office at a Sheffield hospital. Todd once again rejects the accusations, maintaining that their encounter was intimate rather than abusive. She continues spinning lies while putting on a fake display of remorse in an attempt to convince Mack. Refusing to believe a word she says, Mack vows that he will not stop until she is behind bars for attacking his wife. Even as security officers arrive, Todd remains smug and unshaken. Before leaving, Mack delivers one final warning, threatening to kill Todd if she ever goes near Charity again. Meanwhile, Charity begins to lose hope that she will ever receive justice. However, Serena encourages her not to give up, giving Charity renewed determination to continue fighting her case. The following day, police officers arrive to question Mack. Emmerdale spoilers: Charity makes her next move as Dr. Todd returns. Emmerdale's Charity Dingle has finally told the truth about baby Layla's real parents and opened up about the horrific ordeal she suffered at the hands of Dr. Todd. But what happens next? After weeks of keeping everything hidden, Charity has confessed to her husband, Mack Boyd, about Layla's true parentage, as well as the abuse she endured from Dr. Caitlin Todd. The emotional revelations have left fans eager to see what comes next. Over recent weeks, Charity has been struggling to cope after Todd discovered that Layla is actually the biological daughter of Charity and Ross Barton. Using the secret against her, Todd blackmailed Charity before sexually assaulting her. Following an unexpected encounter with Serena Sugden, Charity found the courage to reveal the truth not only to Mack, but also to Sarah and Jacob, who have believed all along that Layla was their child. In Thursday's episode, Charity finally began explaining everything to Mack. As she admitted she had slept with Ross, Mack listened in disbelief and growing anger. Charity then explained that the situation involved far more than her affair, as Sarah and Jacob were also caught up in the consequences. Mack quickly realized what that meant for baby Layla. Fighting back tears, Charity also revealed that Todd had raped her. She explained that the police had previously told her there was not enough evidence to continue with the case. Although devastated by everything he had heard, Mack stood by his wife. He suggested delaying the truth from Sarah and Jacob for the moment, while encouraging Charity to report Todd again so she could finally face justice. Mack assured Charity that despite his anger over her betrayal, he would still support her when she needed him most. Next week, Charity returns to the police station and discloses that Todd not only sexually assaulted her, but also blackmailed her. D.S. Reed agrees to take a formal statement about the blackmail allegations, but warns Charity that the blackmail investigation will be treated separately from the sexual assault case. After speaking with the detective, Charity begins to question whether coming forward was the right decision. She fears exposing everything may ultimately achieve nothing. She also worries that by telling the truth, she may have failed Sarah, while Todd could still escape punishment for the assault itself. Meanwhile, Mack becomes increasingly concerned as Charity tries to hide her pain behind a brave face. His worries deepen when she insists on attending baby Layla's christening despite everything she has been through. At the christening celebration, Mack's emotions become impossible to control. Struggling with the weight of all the secrets, he attempts to provoke Kev Townsend into a fight, but Kev refuses to retaliate. Instead, Kev encourages Mack to explain what is really troubling him. In an emotional moment, Mack unexpectedly admits that Charity had cheated on him before. Kev advises him to take revenge on those responsible for hurting his family, but to do it wisely. Motivated by that conversation, Mack heads to Todd's office at a Sheffield hospital to confront her face to face. Todd continues denying the allegations, insisting that what happened between her and Charity was consensual. She repeatedly lies and puts on a false display of remorse in an effort to convince Mack. Refusing to believe her, Mack vows he will make sure Todd is imprisoned for raping his wife. Even when security staff arrive, Todd remains confident and unfazed. Before leaving, Mack issues one final chilling warning, threatening to kill Todd if she ever lays a hand on Charity again. The following day, police officers arrive in the village looking for Mack. In a dramatic flash-forward sequence, viewers are transported to a major crime scene. A forensic camera briefly reveals the identity of the victim, hinting that another murder mystery could soon shake the village. Emmerdale spoilers. Robert shocked by Kev and Serena's surprise. Robert Sugden has only recently returned to Emmerdale, but the village has changed dramatically during his absence. While he has been away, his cousin Serena Sugden has arrived in the village, and his former husband Kev Townsend has also made an unexpected comeback. In upcoming scenes, Robert returns home after spending time in Portugal with Aaron Dingle, visiting his sister. However, he is immediately taken aback when he unexpectedly comes face-to-face with Kev once again. A newly released spoiler clip shows Robert discovering that Kev is back in the village. Their conversation quickly shifts to the subject of their divorce. For Robron fans, the speedy divorce proceedings mean attention can finally turn towards Robert and Aaron's long-awaited wedding plans. Fortunately, Kev has no objections and is willing to help move the process forward. The preview also features Robert sharing a warm reunion with his cousin Serena, whose arrival comes as a pleasant surprise. Emmerdale airs on weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.